if you were a kid in Canada in the 90s, the 2000s, or even the 2010s, you probably remember seeing a lot of weird PSAs. I thought it would be fun to revisit these PSAs to see if they really had good messages and weren't just weird, pointless trash. The first PSA I want to talk about is quite possibly the most famous one. I'm, of course, talking about the house hippo.
It's nighttime in a kitchen just like yours. All is quiet. Or is it? The North American house hippo is found throughout Canada and the eastern United States. House hippos are very timid creatures and are rarely seen, but they will defend their territory if provoked. They come out at night to search for food, water, and materials for their nests. The favorite foods of the house hippo are chips, raisins, and the crumbs from peanut butter on toast. They build their nests in bedroom closets, using lost mittens, dryer lint, and bits of string. The nests have to be very soft and warm. House hippos sleep about 16 hours a day.
That looked really real, but you knew it couldn't be true, didn't you? That's why it's good to think about what you're watching on TV and ask questions, kind of like you just did. A message from Concerned Children's Advertisers.
Something I love about this PSA is that it's about not believing everything you see on TV and using the house hippo as an example, because how could someone believe in something so nonsensical? It's a tiny hippo that lives in your house. It couldn't be real. However, from what I've seen online, this PSA made a lot of people think house hippos were real, and I find that hilarious. I myself have never believed in house hippos, but I kind of wish they were real. They look adorable as hell. I would keep one as my pet. Moving on, here's a PSA that's always bothered me. Um, what? Okay, I don't have a problem with the message of this PSA, but what's up with this ice cream truck? Ice cream trucks don't move like that. The ice cream man always drives slowly throughout the neighborhood, so the kids have an easy time catching up to him. Why would an ice cream man speed past potential customers? It doesn't make any sense. Even as a kid, this PSA always confused me for that reason. I guess it could have been an off the clock ice cream man, but if that was the case, these kids weren't going to get ice cream no matter what. This one is a little different. Let's give it a watch.
Hey, what you watching? Me? I'm just a TV. I mean, I'm not even human. You've got the remote control. You can change channels if you don't like what you're watching. You can flick me on and off, and on and off, and do... Whoa, I'm getting dizzy. You see, you're smarter than me. You get to choose from all kinds of neat stuff. Funny shows, nature shows, shows about people all over the world. Ouch! In real life, that would hurt. You get to learn how to make stuff, how to draw stuff. Me, I don't get to do any of this stuff. I'm just the TV that plays it for you. Yep, I sure wish I was as smart as you. Did somebody get that cat off my head? Look at it this way. You can talk to your best friends, your mom or dad, about all the stuff you see on TV. And besides, you have choices. You've got books and sports, and you can go outside and play. Where is outside, anyway? I'm just the TV. You're the smart one. Well, so long. See you next time.
Okay, I'm sure I'm not alone when I say that this PSA made me want to watch TV more. Growing up, it took me a while to catch on that the message of the PSA was that you shouldn't spend too much time watching TV, because there's more to life than just sitting in front of a screen. And I agree with that. You should spend a lot more time hanging out with your friends, learning skills, or spending time with your family. But that's not what I got from this PSA when I was a kid. Also, cool. Reboot. This one was definitely made during Pokemania, and it's extremely hard to watch if you're into collecting physical items, whether they be cards, stamps, or model airplanes. For all we know, that was a card he had been trying to obtain for a long time, one that was keeping him up at night, but now it's gone. Although I don't think the message of this PSA should be to stay fit, it should be to hold on tighter to your Pokemon cards during windy days.
Lungo filaccio, triste sartaccio, fila fila ma che vuoi filar, senza punta l'ago non può andare, troppo filo te l'ha fatto far, ed ora non puoi più filare. Hai filato giorno e notte con giacchette e pantaloni, sottovesti e gonnelloni pura sera.
Oh boy. This is one of those PSAs that would have sparked an outrage if the genders had been reversed. But I like the song. Maybe this PSA will be what the hell? No. Just no.
It's hunting season, so this is probably pretty stupid, right? Actually, hunting accidents kill somewhere around 2 people a year in Ontario. Smoking kills 16,000 a year. So, what's really stupid?
The stupid.ca anti-smoking ads. I've always enjoyed these ones because of how suicidal the people in them are. This one was always my favorite.
This sure looks pretty stupid, doesn't it? Dangerous even. But lightning kills like 3 people a year in all of Ontario. That's nowhere close. That's nowhere close to the 16,000 that smoking kills. So, what's more stupid?
Jesus, okay, I get it. Smoking is bad. But I'm sure those people who were struck by lightning didn't stand outside with a metal rod while a thunderstorm was going on. You aren't much better than the smokers at that point. This one is just gross.
Can you imagine if people actually wanted to smell like crap? That'd be pretty stupid. But in the last year, something like 90,000 kids in Ontario decided to try smoking.
Either way, I like these a lot more than the later anti-smoking or anti-drug ads that take themselves too seriously.
To learn the effects of drugs and how to say no, visit notforme.ca.
Yeah, kind of boring.
What's your thing? Bugs. Everybody's gotta have a thing.
My thing's sound effects. Here's a T-Rex.
Mom! Aiden cut me in half again! Nobody's good at everything. But everybody's good at something. What's your thing?
I don't have much to say about this one. It's just good and resonates with me a lot, especially now that I'm older, because I feel a lot of people are dismissive of talents that don't relate to sports or studying, and that's stupid. There are other things you can be good at: acting, storytelling, yes, and sound effects. So I like that this PSA highlights that. I'm going to stop here. I think I've looked at enough PSAs. I know I ragged on a lot of these, but I love every single one of them. They all have good messages and are a lot of fun to watch with how weird they are. Anyway, I'll see you all another time. Peace.